Hi, Ben.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. What time zone are you calling from?
From Mountain Standard.
Okay, so are you in Rexburg?
I'm not. I'm in Twin Falls.
Oh, okay. All right. I know Daniel, the other person in our group, he's in Italy, so
Oh,
it's
nice.
like 4:30 in the afternoon there. So I was hopeful that this time would work out for you.
Are you in Rexburg?
No, I'm on the East Coast. I'm in New Hampshire.
Nice.
So we couldn't figure out how to do the recording last time. I hope that I've got it figured out now. I sent the same invite to Daniel, so hopefully he gets logged in here as well.
Okay.
Does it say that it's recording on your end or anything? Just says
It
live.
says live. It
Yeah.
says live. Isn't there a recording button on the bottom of your screen?
It said previously it said go live, and so I clicked on that. And now there's a button that says stop broadcast. So I'm assuming that maybe once
Oh,
we end the call, then there'll be a link.
yep. There is a
Is
link, and then
that
that's
how
what
it
you're
works?
saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully it works out.
And I
So.
can't get my headphones to work. Is there a lot of feedback on my
Oh no,
side?
I hear you totally clearly. No problem
Okay.
at all. So sorry about the messy background. I was doing laundry this morning, so
Oh, you're good.
I had to get caught up. So I felt like this week's quiz was easier than last week's. Did you feel the same
Yeah,
way?
it was.
Yeah.
Yep. Are
Yeah.
we for the group meeting?
I'm sorry?
Are we supposed to submit the quiz before the group meeting?
I don't think so, because it's not due until later today.
Okay.
So,
So I messed up. I already submitted it.
oh, that's totally fine. I'm sure if you're confident in what you were doing, I just wanted to rehash with you guys maybe a couple of them that I wasn't, completely sure on, but
Okay.
I mean, in the end, it's whatever we decide as
Yep.
individuals, that's what we submit. So,
Yep. That's good.
so did you get hit by all that snow last week?
We did, yeah. I just moved to Twin Falls and they said it
Oh.
doesn't snow too much. We got like a foot of snow, so.
Oh, nice. Well,
But I
hopefully
moved,
that's the worst of it.
yeah, I moved from Rexburg, so Rexburg had a
Oh,
lot more snow.
oh,
So,
is that right? Okay. My brother lived for a short time in Twin Falls, or was it Idaho Falls? I don't know. He worked for Melaleuca.
probably
So
Idaho Falls.
is that
They've got,
Idaho Falls? Okay.
yeah.
I've never been to Idaho, so I know nothing about it, where anything is. So
Yeah. Idaho Falls is closer to Rexburg.
is it okay? All right.
Yeah. Twin Falls is about 3 hours away from Idaho Falls.
Okay, I see. Towards south or
Yeah.
yeah.
So Idaho Falls is like southeast Idaho. Twin Falls is like south
Okay,
Idaho.
gotcha. Alrighty. Let me see if there's a email or anything waiting from Daniel trying to get in.
So
So
did you guys meet last week then?
yes, we did. But like I said, we couldn't figure out the recording, so we just met through the Google Hangouts, but it wasn't, set up as a recording. It was just like a regular call.
Gotcha.
So, but I'm not hearing anything from Daniel's end. I know last week he had to leave around 4 o'clock his time to pick up his kids from school. So, oh, there you go. Hi, Daniel.
Hi there. Sorry I'm late.
Welcome. No problem.
The computer.
No problem at all. I think we figured out the recording here. So, does it say live on your end? And can you see Ben?
Yes. I also noticed. Hi, Ben. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I also noticed that we can also avoid to go public. There is another option. Whoever we want, we provide the link with for the session to show the recording.
Okay. Yeah, I was hoping that I think once we end this call, that it's supposed to come up with a link that we can then share with Brother Spalding. So we'll give that a try and see how it ends. I do have it set up as public, so.
Okay, well, just so you know, there's also the other option, just.
Yeah, no, that's great. In case, I mean, this is the first time trying it this way, so we'll see if it works. If not, we'll try the public option that you were talking about for next time. So.
Basically the same thing. It's only a privacy thing, but.
Gotcha. All right. So Ben and I were just saying that we thought that this quiz felt a little easier than last week's.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So how did you guys do last week? I got 17 out of 20 right. So I missed a few there. And I was hoping he'd go over them during the class meeting, but he didn't.
Yeah, I think I got that too. 18 out of 20, I think.
Yeah.
I missed 4.
Did you? Okay. Well, at least we're all about in that same realm, so. All right. Do we want to go through this 1 through 20, or do you guys just want to go over ones that maybe felt sticky to you guys, or?
It's up to you guys. I'm good with anything.
Well, I feel pretty confident about the ones that I have selected. I only have 2 that might be giving me trouble with. But either ways, it's fine. It's fine for me. If we want to go through them all, I guess it's a good thing to review them anyway.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, just to kind of confirm that what we feel confident about is the right thing, right? So.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and start, and maybe we'll just go one at a time. So for number 1, I selected C.
That's what I selected.
Yeah, me too.
All right, perfect. Number 2, I also selected C.
That's what I put.
Me too.
All right, we're on a roll. Number 3, I selected A.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, number 4, B.
This was one of those that I was unsure. I put A/B. I was undecided by these 2.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I'm trying to open my PDF so I can review the questions. So if you don't mind, just quick few seconds to allow me the time to go.
Oh, sure, of course.
Is there a way to download that onto a PDF? This file?
The quiz?
Yeah, because I've just been copying and pasting onto a PDF because I can't figure it out from this link.
Okay. What I've been doing, I've just been printing it. I print out the quiz. Let me go to last folder and see. So Ben, you're saying you're opening up the quiz, but then just copying and pasting the questions like into a Word doc or something?
Yeah, because I go download and it doesn't do anything for me.
Oh, really? Okay.
And I've done Reflect and ePortfolio, and it just, I don't know where it sends it.
Interesting. So this is what I do. I go into the individual preparation link, and then from there in prepare, I click on the group questions, and it opens up and gives me either the download option or the print option in the upper right corner. And I just print it from there. I've never tried to download it. But let me just try downloading.
I download it and it throws it in like Adobe, and so you can't edit Adobe.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay.
So I'll just print it.
Yeah, that might be all you can do. Oh, that's what works for me anyway. So.
Okay.
So back to the one about marijuana and tobacco. There was a little bit written up about that on page 72 in the book. Do you have the book, or are you reading it online, Daniel?
No, I'm reading online. I didn't look up at the book. I only saw the slides this time. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. So there was an example in the book about the tobacco and marijuana, and you know, as you're reading along, it kind of leads you to believe that they're complements. That's at least what I was starting to get out of it. But then there is a statement that it says, they find that lower cigarette prices are associated with greater use of marijuana. In other words, tobacco and marijuana appear to be complements rather than substitutes.
Right.
So I would have thought the same thing, that they were substitutes of one another, but because of that specific statement right there, I chose that they're complements.
That's pretty straightforward. I agree. Okay,
yeah.
Thanks.
And that's what you got too, Ben?
It is, yep.
All right, perfect. All right, so number 5, I selected A.
That's what I selected.
Me too.
Right, that makes the most sense. Okay. And number 6, I selected B for this one. What'd you guys get?
I selected B.
B as well?
No.
I can't remember what I selected.
Yeah, number 6 was the one, the movement from demand A to demand B could be caused by, and we selected a decrease in income, assuming the good is inferior.
Okay.
So, all right. Number 7, I selected graph A.
I think
I
I did
graph B.
Oh, I did graph B.
Graph B.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let me see what maybe I messed up here then. If the 4 families listed in the table are the only demanders of Mountain Dew in the market, which of the following is a correct graph of the demand? Okay.
Because I added up the demand at $7, added up the demand at $8.
Right. Yeah, that's what
I
I thought I did too. So at $8, the quantity is a total of 40, right? 20.
No, the quantity is 50. Oh, $8?
At $8, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So at 8, just because there's not, you know, a clear line for where $7 is, I chose 8 to look at. So $8, the quantity is 40, right?
Mm-hmm.
So $8. And see, if I look at B, at $8, the line is passing through like less than $20, or I mean less than 20 quantity. And that's why I selected A, because at $8, if the total quantity is 40, the line passes through that point. Or am I reading this wrong, that it should be differently?
In the slides,
Uh-huh.
it says that to derive total demand, you have to add up all the individual demands.
Right.
From all single subjects. And there is an example pretty similar that shows that by adding them all up, you get the total quantity, and at each possible price. In this case, each possible price is 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Uh-huh.
And 12, of course, it's not in the table, but 12 will be 0, from what I understand. That's why it's on the price line, right on it.
Yep. Yep. Graph A shows 12 at 0 as well.
Yeah, and then the line, from what I understand, you should end up to 50, because that's the total demand for this kind of market made of these 4 families.
Okay.
Graph A implies that the quantity demand needs to be larger than 50. I don't know why it's...
Yeah, that's what I selected. Did you say? Because at 50 on graph B, that means it's at $0. But we know that they demand 50 at $7.
Yeah, I think you're right with A. I did B, but because if the quantity is 50, it would be $0.
Yeah, if you're on graph B.
The same as the price is 12, it would be 0 quantity.
0 points, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I didn't go through the slides. It looks like it'd be helpful to do that. I just did the textbook so far.
Then I look at it, yeah. You make a good point. Okay, thanks.
So yeah, maybe we can all go back and double check on that one when we're done with our meeting here. All right, so number 8, I selected D.
That's what I selected.
Number 8, I selected A.
Let's see. The textbook had a good chart for this. When quantity demanded has increased at every price, it might be because, let's see.
Can you repeat what you selected, please?
For number 8, I selected D as in dog.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what I selected. I already submitted the quiz. But
The price of a complementary good has decreased.
I think it is A.
Trying to remember what I saw in the book about this. All right.
That's another good one to go and check.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pass on that one and go and double check on that. I can't remember exactly where I was looking at in the book on that. So number 9, I selected A.
Number 9, I selected D.
Okay. Supplied. Nope, you're right. I don't know why I picked buyers. Of course, that's sellers. Quantity supplied.
In the slide, there is the statement.
All right, so yeah, B, seller quantity supplied of a good is the amount that sellers are able to produce. All right, number 10.
Willing and able to sell. Yeah. Sorry, I said that are willing and able to sell.
Oh, okay, so you said D.
D, yes.
Okay, quantity supplied of a good. Oh yeah, so D, you're right, because that's exactly verbatim from the book. That's what it says. Okay, number 10, I said B.
I said B.
Number 10, I said D. But I wasn't pretty much sure, but I kind of used logic, but it was something that I wasn't quite sure. So let me repeat this again.
Yeah, there was there's a chart in the book that talks about the supply curve, and it says that anything that shifts the supply curve would be input prices, technology, expectations, and number of sellers. So the price says for the price. So for A, we know it's not A because that would be a movement along the supply.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. Input price, the expected future prices of iPods would make sense because that's part of the expectations of that would shift the curve. And C says the number of buyers, which actually doesn't come into play because it says it's the number of sellers that would change it, not the number of buyers.
Okay.
So that's how we know that that one's not correct. So I'm pretty confident in that one that that's B.
Yeah, that's right.
That makes sense.
Correct. Yeah, I guess. Oh, thanks. I don't know why it's that one.
No, those are tricky. They are. If it weren't for this chart that's in the book, I probably would have. My first inkling was to pick all of the above. So, number 11. This one was tricky for me. I selected A.
I did D.
I did D too.
You did D as well? Okay.
Wait, this is 11? No, wait.
Yeah.
11, I selected A as well.
You selected A. Yeah, the reason I picked A was in the book it says prices of related goods shift the demand curve. So if the chicken is a substitute to turkey, and if it's on sale, people are going to buy more chicken than they would turkey. So that would shift the demand.
Yes, I agree on that reasoning.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So number 12 was, I selected D.
That's what I selected.
Me as well.
Okay. 13, I selected A.
That's what I selected.
That's right.
Okay. 14, D.
D. That's what
I selected A.
Okay. I selected D because the law of supply says as price of goods rises, quantity supplied rises. And so B and D are the only ones that increase their supply as the price goes up.
Yep.
C starts to, but then it goes back down.
Yeah, puts 12 on there for some reason.
Mixed up with the law of demand then.
Yeah.
Because I thought that this was a pretty easy one, but then I must have misunderstood the question. Thanks.
Yeah. That's the law of supply trips me up because I don't know how that makes sense, but that's what they say. Because to me, as things get more expensive, I don't buy as much. But
yeah,
that's what the book says.
Oh,
all right.
I
So,
confused, mixed it up with the law of demand, and I followed the opposite reasoning.
Yeah, that's easy to do for sure. All right. So number 15, I selected D.
I selected D as well.
Okay. And number 16, I selected C.
I selected C.
I selected C as well.
All right, perfect. And then 17, I have a question mark by it. I selected A, but I'm not sure that that's right.
I selected A too.
Did you?
I did A as well.
Okay, all right. So we'll go with that. And then number 18 was also a tricky one. I selected D.
I got those mixed up, but I did select D.
One, I wasn't sure, and I selected D here.
D. Demand. B did. And that's what you selected also, Ben?
I did D.
Oh, dy to x?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I know I did Y to X on one of them, and I think
Yeah.
I did it on this one instead of the other one.
All else equal, an increase in the productivity of turkey farmers would cause a move from, so the farmers will be able to produce more, which would then decrease the cost, right?
That's what I was thinking. So it would move it on the demand curve, not shift.
Right, so it decreased the cost and increased the demand at the same time. So it'd have more. Go ahead, Daniel.
I thought that it would increase the quantity for each price. So the price remains the same and the quantity increases, and that's why that I thought that a right shift of the curve would do.
You would think so, but this is another one where I went back to the table in the book, because it says anytime there's a change in price, that's just a movement along the line. It's not a shift in the line.
Right. A change in productivity is like a change in price?
Well, because of the productivity, it does decrease the price.
Right.
But maybe that's part of the technology though too. Maybe because it doesn't tell you how they increase their productivity. So maybe there is a shift in the line as well.
Well, I wouldn't say it's technology. I would say it's input.
Yeah.
It's more of an input change, which could cause a shift on the curve.
Right.
A right shift.
Right. It kind of doesn't give us all the information, although it does say all else equal. So to me, that means nothing else changed.
Yeah.
Just the productivity.
So the price stays the same, but the productivity increases. So there is a more optimal use of resources, of less inputs.
Yeah.
So there's more of the product.
Right.
Price. This is what I reasoned, and that's why I selected B, and the graph made sense, but I put a question mark on this one because I also thought that the question was quite generic, vague.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe that's one we can all go back and review, double check on that one, because I'm not confident with any answer right now on that one. Because what you're saying makes sense. What both of you are saying makes sense. So go back to the book and review that one. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to number 19. I selected B.
That's the one I selected.
Let me move because kids are here and.
Oh yeah, no problem. Understandable.
Yeah. Just come back from school. It's just so Ben knows. It's 5 o'clock here in Rome, Italy.
Yeah, you'll have to show him your view from the window sometime.
That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, I'll do that right after.
He has a view of the temple being built there.
Oh really? That's awesome.
All right, so which one did you select for number 19, Daniel?
Okay, it's just the kids have been choosing me. One let go.
Yeah, no, I understand.
I selected D.
B. Okay, perfect. So we're all on board with that one. And then number 20, I selected C.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the one I did too.
All right, awesome. Okay, so it looks like maybe there's one or two that we might want to go back over on our own to double check how we got those answers and what we feel most confident in. But other than that, I think we're good to go. I'll get whatever link shows up, I'll go ahead and put it in the discussion board for Brother Spalding and let him know that the three of us met.
Yeah,
okay,
so
that's great.
All right. Is this still a good time?
What was that?
Is this still a good time to meet next week?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll just stick with this time then.
I repeat that for me, the earlier the better. So if Ben feels more comfortable and if he likes to do it earlier than this hour, for me, work just fine.
Yep. How are you with that? I'm flexible, so how are you with that, Ben? Can you do a little earlier?
I can do a little bit earlier.
Okay. How early?
Do we want to do 7:30 my time?
Yeah, that'll work for me. That's 9:30 for my time. Does that work for you?
Perfect for me.
Okay. All right. So we'll plan on that for next week, 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. And if I have any trouble with the recording link, I'll let you guys know, and I'll obviously let Brother Spalding know. All right.
Okay.
Have a good week, guys. Take care.
See ya.
See you
Bye.
next time. Bye.